We live surrounded by promises. Promises that modernity is the apex of human existence, that we've arrived at an unprecedented summit where life is better than ever before. But pause, just for a moment, and ask yourself this. If we've truly reached the peak of human progress, why does satisfaction seem eternally elusive? Why does a quiet despair lurk beneath the glittering facade of abundance? We were assured technology would eradicate loneliness, yet isolation has deepened. Instant connectivity promised stronger relationships, but now conversations are reduced to fragmented texts and hurried messages lost in digital noise. Has closeness been truly achieved, or are we now merely alone together? The paradox is inescapable. We've mistaken technological convenience for genuine connection, material comfort for emotional fulfillment. The better world we chased turned out to be an intricate illusion, perfectly crafted but fundamentally empty. Like characters trapped within a play, we continue acting out roles assigned by a script we never questioned. Have you ever considered why fulfillment remains elusive despite endless consumption and relentless productivity? We've been taught to believe happiness lies just beyond the next promotion, purchase, or milestone, yet each goal achieved reveals another hollow space begging to be filled. The system is not broken. It functions exactly as intended. Modern society is constructed around perpetual dissatisfaction. Your worth, subtly but powerfully, is tied to what you produce and consume. Time has become a commodity, and leisure an indulgence tinged with guilt. You feel trapped, caught in a perpetual state of anticipation, always living for the future, never present now. The system whispers urgently, keep moving, keep climbing, keep acquiring. Yet each step only brings you back to the same starting line. Could it be that this constant striving is not your natural state, but a meticulously designed condition? Perhaps you are not restless by choice, but by design. The very foundation of modernity depends on you remaining endlessly hungry, always aspiring, yet never truly arriving. Consider the irony. We have never been more connected, yet authentic intimacy feels increasingly rare. Relationships have been reduced to transactions. Interactions measured by efficiency rather than depth. Conversations once filled with meaning are now brief exchanges punctuated by the hum of notifications. We live behind curated masks, projecting idealized selves rather than sharing genuine vulnerability. Deep down, we crave authenticity, yet we fear exposure. Vulnerability is viewed as weakness, interdependence as failure. How can connection flourish under such contradictions? Our digital lives perpetuate illusions of closeness while amplifying feelings of inadequacy. Comparison becomes habitual, leaving behind bitterness rather than solidarity. We've become spectators in others' lives, disconnected from our own. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Superficial connections can never replace genuine relationships. In our pursuit of perpetual online validation, we've traded genuine intimacy for virtual approval. Yet, as likes and followers multiply, loneliness deepens. We've believed information is power, yet somehow we drown in it, overwhelmed by relentless streams of superficial knowledge. With unlimited access, we've traded depth for breadth, wisdom for trivia. Knowledge once meant understanding oneself and the world deeply. Now it's merely another form of entertainment. Our minds, constantly distracted, lose their ability for contemplation. We consume endless fragments but rarely synthesize meaning. Why does infinite information lead not to clarity but confusion? The paradox is that the more we know superficially, the less we truly understand deeply. Real wisdom demands slowing down, reflecting, and questioning, acts modern life hardly permits. Perhaps wisdom was never about quantity, but quality. Not how much we consume, but how deeply we absorb and reflect. But the structure of modernity values quick answers over thoughtful questions, entertainment over insight, noise over silence. Yet beneath these contradictions lies hope, the discomfort, the emptiness, the nagging sense that something fundamental is missing. These are not weaknesses, but signals, quiet calls from within, urging you to awaken. You begin to realize modernity's promise was never about your fulfillment. It was always about perpetuating itself. Realizing this, you're faced with a choice. Continue sleepwalking through a predefined existence or dare to question, to reclaim authenticity. To reconnect with your deeper self means challenging societal definitions of success. It means slowing down despite the world urging speed. It means embracing stillness when constant activity is praised. What if fulfillment isn't found in more, but less, in less noise, less distraction, fewer superficial pursuits? It requires courage to confront the illusions we've internalized, to pause, reflect, and question. Who are you beyond societal expectations, beyond your productivity, your possessions, your status? Perhaps the fulfillment you've sought isn't external, but internal, a quiet truth that emerges only when the noise subsides. In solitude, real solitude, you finally hear your own voice clearly, realizing that true fulfillment was never hidden out there, but always waiting patiently within. Imagine a life lived intentionally, each moment savored rather than rushed through. Imagine relationships grounded in genuine care, untainted by digital pretense. Imagine wisdom cultivated slowly, authentically. In the end, the solution to modernity's emptiness isn't abandoning progress, but redefining it. Progress not measured by what we accumulate, but by the richness of our inner lives, the authenticity of our connections, and the depth of our wisdom. And there, at the heart of stillness, you'll find the purpose modernity promised, but never delivered. It's a purpose not externally imposed, but internally discovered, a fulfillment genuine enough to withstand the restless tides of modern life. And once discovered, you'll realize the ultimate paradox, that in slowing down, you finally move forward.